Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Roberts. A majority of MPs have voted to pass Prime Minister Mark Carney's federal budget in the House of Commons.
Yeas pour 170, 170. Nays contre 168, 163.
170 MPs voted in favor, 168 MPs voted against. Budget votes are considered confidence matters, so enough nays would have triggered an election before Christmas. The budget calls for billions of dollars in new spending to help the economy hit hard by U.S. tariffs, along with cuts to the public service that Ottawa says would lead to billions in savings. Nunavut MP Lori Idlaut abstained from the vote. She spoke to reporters following the announcement.
Having lived in the 44th Parliament of always being accused that we're propping up the government, I couldn't live with that. Not with this budget. This budget doesn't do enough for Indigenous peoples, and I could not do that. So that's why I abstained, because we're not propping up the government.
That was NDP MP Lori Idlaut explaining why she abstained from the budget vote. The price of gold has soared over the past few weeks, which is good news for gold companies in the Northwest Territories. Last month, the price of gold reached a record high of over $4,300 US per ounce. And one company in particular is aiming to start production, 60 North Gold. The company says the sky-high gold price is spurring investor interest. That led it to purchase a mill last week for its Mon Mine project, about 45 kilometers north of Yellowknife. The goal is to start producing by next summer.
We also assume we're not going to start in the middle of March. It might be a little bit warmer end of April to start doing this sort of thing. So if we took May and June to be working on assembly of things, we would expect that we might see our first gold pours coming in July.
The NWT and Nunavut Chamber of Mines says companies are a lot more active in the north right now, speaking with communities and doing environmental work. Despite global economic and political uncertainty, the price of gold has continued to rise steadily, doubling since 2023. Inuit in Nunavut say climate change is affecting traditional ways of fermenting food. The CBC's Carl Cardinal has that story.
For generations, Inuit families in Igloolik have made iguanak, which is fermented walrus. Hunters dig a hole in the gravel to reach the permafrost just below the surface. They store the meat on that cold layer for months, allowing it to ferment. But warming temperatures are changing the ground itself. David Ichnaut is a hunter living in Igloolik.
Nowadays, Inuit are digging deeper because the permafrost is no longer easy to reach, so to ferment meat, they dig deeper.
Research shows permafrost is warming quickly. Active layers are becoming deeper and less stable. Loic Pasco is a master's student studying permafrost thaw.
Definitely, what we know is that permafrost is warming at a global scale. Now, for the process, maybe if the permafrost is less colder than what it used to be, and also deeper, that might change what they try to achieve.
Fermented food is part of many Inuit traditions. Sandy Akavak is a hunter living in Kimrut. He says warmer temperatures now disrupt seal fermentation practices as well.
Inuit used to ferment whole seals in the shade, not buried, but it would be lifted while fermented.
As COP30 continues in Brazil, representatives from the Inuit Circumpolar Council are raising awareness about the impacts of climate change on the North, which are directly affecting food safety and traditional Inuit practices like making iguanak. Carl Cardinal, CBC News, Iqaluit.
The village of Saluit Nunavut is putting the cover over its new greenhouse for the season. This was its first year with a full harvest, and as Samuel Watt reports, Saluit is one of a growing list of northern communities looking to grow its own food.
Rows upon rows of raised beds line the inside of Saluit's new greenhouse, a rare sight for residents to see a sea of green.
I wouldn't call Saluit a desert, but it's certainly not green. So people are very impressed with that.
It's the third greenhouse to open in Nunavut. They hauled in more than 115 kilograms of fruit and vegetables during their first full harvest this year.
When you go on the FM and say we're giving away this and that, usually we have to turn people away because we don't have enough of it.
But the cost of a greenhouse isn't lost on him, and he admits it barely scratches the surface in addressing food insecurity. But he still thinks it's worthwhile. For him, it's about food sovereignty, building community, education, and because fresh produce just tastes different. Sam Chauvet feels the same. The agronomist at Cégep de Victoriaville has been working with Nunavut communities to set up those greenhouses.
Kids react like we were offering them candies and chips, but they are crunching carrots, cucumbers, peas.
These days, there are a range of funds for communities to start up a greenhouse. The Nunavut project in Joe Haven and Nunavut is an example of a program that's tapped into those funding streams. In 2019, they retrofitted 3 shipping containers to grow produce inside year-round.
It's really worth it for me and our community, I know.
There can be a lot of maintenance involved. Power outages aren't uncommon, and they require a full roster of technicians like Betty Cogvick to run things. But with the high cost of food in the north, she believes there can be a financial payoff in the long run. You just have to start somewhere.
Since we've been growing produce here in our community, they say our produce is fresher and better taste than the stores.
She hopes other communities can take inspiration from hers so more Northerners can enjoy the fruits of their labour. Samuel Watt, CBC News, Yellowknife.
On Tuesday, Nunavut will learn who their next premier will be. Elected MLAs will gather in Iqaluit for a leadership forum where they will also choose the speaker and cabinet ministers. But as the CBC's TJ Deer explains, one riding won't be at the forum.
Elections in Nunavut work a bit differently compared to many other places in Canada. Under Nunavut's consensus system, there are no political parties, meaning all the candidates run, effectively, as independents. The elected MLAs will then gather in the territorial legislature in Iqaluit to decide who will be the speaker, the premier, and the 8 cabinet ministers. Prospective candidates for the positions will have an opportunity to present their case, and they'll face questions from their fellow MLAs. Once the speaker and premier are chosen, everyone else will decide who will form cabinet. All the votes are conducted by secret ballot. That forum is taking place in the capital here today, but there will be 1 seat empty. 3 ridings went to a judicial recount as those races were too close to call on election day, and one of them got even closer after the recount. The 2 candidates in the riding of Aggu, which includes part of the community of Iqaluit, were deemed to have received the same number of votes. As a result, Elections Nunavut has declared a new election to be held on December 15th. 4 more people have put their names forward in that race, but because there's currently no MLA for the riding, only 21 of the 22 seats will be filled at today's leadership forum. Whoever wins the race in Aggu will only be able to sit as an opposition MLA. The clerk of the Nunavut legislature told Radio-Canada that the same thing happened in another riding in 2008. A 1-day sitting will be held on Thursday to formally confirm everyone's new positions. TJ Deer, CBC News, Iqaluit.
Parents of school-aged children are heading to the polls today right across the Yukon to elect school board trustees. There are only 2 school boards in the territory, the First Nations School Board and the French one, the Commission Scolaire Francophone du Yukon. Schools under the First Nations School Board are for all Yukon students, not just Indigenous ones, which means every parent or guardian whose kids attend gets to choose their trustees. Katrin Pilkington reports.
It's election day for school board trustees. I'm here in front of Paul-Émile Mercier, Whitehorse's Francophone School, where polls have just opened. There are 10 candidates running for 5 positions with the French School Board, a level of interest that may reflect the growth of French education in the territory.
We have many more people who are eligible to vote, more parents who have their children in our programs, in our schools. We've added Dawson since that time. We're also managing a French daycare in Whitehorse. And we've just seen the tremendous growth at the CSSC Mercier, which is our secondary school here in Whitehorse.
Meanwhile, for the First Nations School Board, the goal is to build on the work that's already been accomplished to bring Yukon First Nations pedagogy into classrooms and outside them.
We see we've had a huge shift in our literacy results, and so nothing changes until something changes, which I say often. And so our students in the Yukon needed a change in different areas of the education world, and it was exciting being able to follow the research, follow the parents and the families' aspirations, and see the changes that we could make when we put learners at the center of every single decision.
Polls will be open until 8 p.m. tonight. For more information on how to vote online and where to vote, you can go to yukonelections.ca. Katrin Pilkington, CBC News, Whitehorse.
Canada's inflation rate fell to 2.2% in October, according to the latest numbers from Statistics Canada. That's slightly down from September. The drop is largely from cheaper prices at the gas pumps and the grocery store. Jennifer Lagrassa has those details.
Inflation cooled to 2.2%, down from 2.4% in September, thanks to gas and groceries, according to Statistics Canada.
Despite some relief on groceries, prices are still high, exceeding overall inflation for the past 9 months, leaving people's budgets stretched thin.
The grocery prices been rising a lot, and I usually spend like $80 a week, but these days I have to spend like around $200 or $300 a week.
I was just thinking on the way out that, $99 didn't buy me a heck of a lot.
Sometimes it's, you decide whether a bill gets paid or if you're getting groceries.
Compared to the same time last year, grocery prices are up 3.4%, but they're down from 4% in September. That's the largest month-over-month drop since September 2020. Shoppers were paying less for fresh vegetables, but more for fresh or frozen chicken.
There is still inflation. It has abated a bit, but the level of prices, continues to rise. The slowdown in inflation, albeit marginal in grocery prices, was nice to see.
Other costly services, cell phone plans, which increased by 8.2% following price bumps from several service providers. And people were also paying more for home and auto insurance, with Alberta seeing the highest increases.
Next month, the Bank of Canada will hold its final interest rate meeting of the year. Economists expect the rate to hold steady at 2.25%, but we'll have to see if that's still the case. Jennifer Lagrassa, CBC News, Windsor.
Along the Peel River, a cluster of cabins circles a fire pit and picnic tables. People gather to prepare fresh fish for community members in Fort McPherson, NWT, and beyond. They share stories and traditions in a place that's become a second home, the fish camp at Happy's Landing in Fort McPherson. We stopped by the camp during our visit to the community this fall.
My name is Diane Cooey. My parents are Thomas and Elaine Cooey.
My name is Emily Robert. I'm from Fort McPherson, and I was born and raised here and raised out on our land.
My name is Donna Cooey Snowshoe. We're Tetlikuchin people. Tetlikuchin in the Gwich'in language means people of the headwaters. Fishing is important to our Tetlikuchin people. So everything we harvest at Fish Camp goes back to the community.
Yes, we deliver each package from elders right down to single parents all summer.
And what we're doing with it is we're going to give it to the school and to the Gwich'in Children's Program and to a little day home up here.
And we also do Meals on Wheels, and we bring it back to our elders and people that can't get out to fish like the way they used to, how they used to live out on the land. So we're really trying to help our elders out to know that our love is still there for them, all our people. And yeah, so this is our fish camp here for, God willing, hopefully lifetime.
4 years ago, I followed through with my dream. You know, this whole area here, from that to all the way over there, it was just free land, free space, nothing being done. And I thought, okay, this is a beautiful place to put in a proposal to start a fish camp and get people back into learning our old-time way of working with fish, harvesting, keeping it for the winter, serving it to our people, giving it to our people. I saw a real need for that to come back. So I put it into a proposal, and from ground up I started with 60 grand. Oh my goodness, I don't know how I did it. I was able to pay the workers, buy the groceries, buy the gas, and start building. So when I came down here, we had nothing. I started off with my fish house right there. My late son-in-law got me that material for that fish house. And I said, okay, let's bring this material and we'll start a fish house. And then we got the other two going. So we started off, and the intent of at the beginning was to bring traditional knowledge keepers in to teach our young people or anybody that want to learn how to work with fish. So at the first year, we brought the trainees in, and they stayed right on site. And we had them stay on site because if they're going to work with their fish, it's a 24-hour process. We can't just go to town or go to bed and leave it. We have to work with it to make sure that it's dried properly. And so that first year, what we did was we paid the workers, we had them stay here, then we gave them their portion of their fish. And then we took the rest and gave it to elders.
This is a lifestyle I love. I love this lifestyle. It's so peaceful. And you see everybody here that's working, that's the workers here. Every day we're down here. Right from middle of June, we've been working down here. We've been staying here. We just go home, do whatever, come back down to go to work. This is a lifestyle I love because I was raised up out on the land, and this is what we need to carry on with our younger generations. And we need to teach them about the wit. You know, there's dry wit, there's green wit, and there's ill and white ill and all that we have to teach them. And we also have to teach them about the water, because the water is really important to us. The land is important to us.
Well, for me, I feel good. Like when I go to town, I have to phone my boss and tell her, pick me up. I can't leave this place. I feel so good. It's like I don't want to leave. We have hard time. We would have been finished long ago, but we're still here.
We really want to look after our people. We have to give this another chance here to learning our way of life. We need to get it back because years ago when our ancestors, they followed the caribou, sometimes there was no caribou. They relied and depended on fish because you could keep it all year long. It would use it for trapping, for the dogs that they used to travel around it, and for eating. And you could keep it all year. So that's why fishing is important to our Telipichin people.
And tomorrow we'll get a tour of some of the buildings of the fish camp and learn more about how the fish are processed. 62 items stored for decades in vaults at the Vatican are now slated to return to First Nations, Inuit, and Métis in Canada. The announcement came over the weekend. The CBC's Caroline Bargout looks at what's coming home and what it means.
A century ago, Inuit hunters used this sealskin kayak to search for beluga and other whales. Embroidered leather gloves like these were worn by Cree people in northern parts of the country. These items and 60 other First Nations, Métis, and Inuit artifacts are coming home. On Saturday, Pope Leo gifted them to the Canadian Conference of Catholic Bishops, part of the Church's efforts to reconcile the harms done to Indigenous peoples.
Taking steps, actual actions, really speak more than words. So having these items returned, or at least going through a process of returning, is an important step forward.
The artifacts were among 100,000 objects originally sent to Rome from around the globe in 1925 for a world exhibition. Pope Pius XI had asked Catholic missionaries to send examples of Indigenous life from the regions where they worked. It's not known if these artifacts were given as gifts to the missionaries or simply confiscated. John Moses was part of a Canadian delegation who went to the Vatican last summer to advance repatriation efforts.
There have been very delicate, below the radar negotiations that have been happening for some time now. So I'm glad to see that this has all come to fruition.
Before he died, Pope Francis had indicated that he wanted to return the items to help Canadian bishops further the Church's reconciliation efforts.
He came to Canada, he said, I'm doing penance on behalf of the Church for the dark history that was experienced largely as a result of the Church.
The items are now in vaults inside Vatican museums and are expected to arrive in Montreal on December 6th. They'll be transferred to national Indigenous organizations to ensure their return to their original communities. That process could take years to complete. Caroline Bargu, CBC News, Vancouver.
In Nunavut, the Kuujjuaq Forum is sporting a new piece of contemporary art. The arena is now home to a mural that depicts life in Nunavut graffiti style. Behind this piece are 4 Kuujjuaq youth and Quebec artist David Yageau, who goes by Monk E. One of the youth artists says she's especially drawn to a section of the mural showing a mother with a baby in her amauti. That's because she's lived with several different families in her life and felt disconnected from her culture.
In that graffiti, I believe it's just mostly for family for me, like along with the mother, the kids, the father. Like I have quite a few now.
Yageau, or Monk E, says he doesn't go for mild and vanilla with his art, and he doesn't believe today's youth want that either.
To me, that's what art is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be mild and for everyone. You know, that's called McDonald's. McDonald's is the restaurant that everyone like, but McDonald's doesn't have a Michelin star. You know.
The youth aren't stopping there. Angnatuk already has plans for another mural in honor of Sedna, the sea goddess. And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, go to cbc.ca/north. Thank you for watching. I'm Megan Roberts. Have a good night.